What do Americans, newspapers, tires, books, warehouses, bars, and houses have in common? Believe it or not, they can all be recycled. More and more commonly used building materials are being sold in warehouses all across the country. They are being salvaged from old buildings that would have been demolished but are instead being deconstructed. Nearly everyone in the building industry is concerned with deterioration, number quality, increasing price, and the devastation of old-growth forest. Building, especially residential construction, accounts for more than 50% of the wood consumed in the United States. Our per capita wood consumption is far greater than that of any other nation and is incompatible with sustaining forest biodiversity, although the U.S. is home to only 5% of the global population. Is it responsible for over 15% of the world's consumption of wood? In the U.S., timber product industry spends millions of dollars each year promoting the idea that building with wood is an environmental sound choice. There is claim that there are more trees in America today than ever before. The subtle trick is that these statistics do not differentiate between young sparkwood trees and high-quality hardwood or between diverse nature forests and single-species tree farms. In the U.S. today, less than 5% of our original forest cover remains, and the clean cutting of old-growth forest continues. Intact forests supporting indigenous people, shelter wildlife, maintain the quality of fishes and watersheds, cultural soil, moderate and global climate, and store much of the plant's genetic material. They may be our most important nature resource. Almost as good salvaged and reused wood. Reuse and recycling are simply two stages of the same process of matter descending in the entropic scale. Towards ever greater disorganization, part of our job in promoting the agenda of sustainable building practice is to insert more stages into this progression. Standard practice now is to take wood from its highest state, the forest, put it into a building, and then remove it immediately to its lowest state, the landfill or incinerator. This is an irresponsible use of precious resource. Reuse can represent one or more additional stages in the lifespan of a piece of wood, depending on a number of factors. Ideally, a building would be designed so that every piece of wood is fully recoverable upon removal from the building, and reusable in the same condition, like size, shape, and others. This would theoretically make it possible for the wood to be reused over and over again indefinitely. In the indigenous building method of certain nomadic peoples, poles that support the roof are the only wood features. These are so precious that the family takes them with them when they move. In our reality, this may be a somewhat more difficult objective to achieve. However, careful design of material connection details is a crucial step toward that ultimate goal. If the fastening system is designed such that the framework of a building may be readily dismembered, rather than rent apart by brute force, the odds of a high percentage of the wood being suitable for reuse are much higher.